Wow, somebody is definitely not a morning person. What is wrong with you?
I'm not a I'm not an anything person until I've had caffeine. My brain is just static. Pure, fuzzy, useless static.
Static? I love that description. See, I'm the opposite. I woke up, went for a run, answered like 50 emails. I feel great.
Okay, please stop. For the sake of our friendship, just stop talking. That's great for you. I, on the other hand, had a truly, and I mean truly, traumatic experience getting coffee this morning.
Dramatic? Whoa, that's a really strong word for a Tuesday morning. Now I have to know. Spill the beans. Pun intended.
All right, all right. So I decided to try that new coffee place, the one that opened up on Elm Street a few weeks ago. Big mistake.
Oh, yeah. Was it one of those places with like the exposed brick walls and Edison bulbs hanging everywhere?
That's the one. It smells like sawdust and superiority. You walk in and immediately feel like you aren't cool enough to be there.
I know exactly the type. And how expensive was it?
Let's not even talk about that. But the menu? Mel, it wasn't a menu. It was a novel. It had tasting notes for the coffee, hints of bergamot and quiet contemplation. I just wanted coffee.
Quiet contemplation. Who writes this stuff?
I know. And the milk options? It wasn't just oat or almond. It was house-pressed macadamia milk, sprouted barley milk, ethically sourced Himalayan yak milk. Okay, I made that last one up, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm. It's too much. It's that concept, what's it called? Decision fatigue, right? Where your brain just gets overloaded and gives up.
Total decision fatigue. I was just standing there, paralyzed. My brain started making that old dial-up modem sound. I was just stuck.
Oh my God, coffee ordering has become way too complex.
So I finally just decide, okay, keep it simple. I'm getting a plain coffee. But I'm standing in this line, and the whole place it's a sensory assault. Super loud indie music I'm definitely too old to recognize. The high-pitched screech of the espresso machine.
Right, a whole vibe.
Yeah, exactly. So all I'm doing is rehearsing my very simple order in my head, like a mantra. Large, dark, roast, over and over. Large, dark, roast.
No way, you were actually practicing in your head.
I had to, because they don't have large. They have like grosso or lungo or some other Italian word designed to make you feel stupid for saying large.
Oh, totally. Like venti or grande. You don't want to be the person who messes it up and gets a weird look from the cool barista.
Exactly. So I'm just there, zoning out, repeating large dark roast in my brain, and then I get to the front of the line.
Okay, the moment of truth.
The barista? Man, this guy had a mustache you could hang a coat on. Tattoos up his neck, super cool, super intimidating. He just looks at me with these dead eyes and goes, "Yeah?"
Intimidating. Got it.
And right at that exact moment, this little dog outside the window lets out this massive yap, and it completely, totally throws me off. My brain it's short-circuited.
Oh no, I can see where this is going.
So the barista says, "What can I get for you?" And my eyes just dart around in a complete panic. And I see this tiny little sign on the counter next to the register, and without thinking, the words they fall out of my mouth. I say, "Can I get a pup cup?"
Oh, you did not. A pup cup.
I did. I ordered a pup cup. For the listeners who don't know, it's a tiny cup of whipped cream for dogs.
Oh my God, what did the barista do? Did he laugh?
Worse, he didn't even blink. He just stared at me and said, $3. And I was so mortified, so deep in the social anxiety pit that I just paid him. I paid $3 for a small cup of whipped cream.
Wait, so you left?
I took the whipped cream, said thanks, and walked straight out the door, without any coffee.
You walked out of a coffee shop with nothing but a cup of whipped cream for a dog you don't even have. That is the single greatest story I have ever heard.
I'm glad my suffering brings you joy. I couldn't correct myself. The shame was too powerful.
Okay, I'm wiping away tears. That was amazing. But hey, for our listeners learning English, you used some really great phrases in there.
Oh yeah? Like what? Humiliation? Profound regret?
Well, first, you said your brain to short circuit. Can you explain what that means?
Right. So, to short circuit is like when an electrical machine breaks because the electricity goes the wrong way. When we use it for a person, it means your brain just stops working properly, usually because of stress or panic. You can't think clearly.
Perfect explanation. And you also described the barista and the whole coffee shop as intimidating. What's that?
Yeah, intimidating means something or someone makes you feel frightened or nervous because they seem so powerful or skillful, or in this case, just extremely cool.
And that ties into the last one, which I think is the root cause of this whole catastrophe: social anxiety.
Oh, 100%. Social anxiety is that feeling of fear or intense nervousness in social situations. The fear of being judged or embarrassing yourself, which, I did spectacularly.
You really, really did. Well, that's all the time we have for today. To all our listeners, we would absolutely love to hear your own embarrassing coffee shop stories. Drop them in the comments below.
Okay, your turn. You can't just laugh at my pain. You have to share one of your own embarrassing stories. It's only fair. Please do. Make me feel better about myself. And remember to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye.